I feel embarrassed and disappointed about my conduct since my first reading with a psychic medium. After she established a connection with my dead friend Hal, she saw I'd been overwhelmed by sorrow. During the reading, Hal said when we harbor grief, we are actually holding a part of our loved one back from fully integrating back with God. But I was too lost in my own fears of abandonment and afraid Hal would be taken from me again if I released him with my grief. Nevertheless, I forced myself to look for a ball into which I could symbolically place my sadness. On a clear, crisp Sunday walk, I found the perfect answer. Long ago, Hal and I agreed the wild Osage orange tree was one of nature's decorative delights. When I spotted a tree that had begun shedding its puffy, knobby, yellowish-green fruit the size of a big softball, I figured I could use this fruit to harness my sorrow and bury it. So I scooped up a couple of fruit balls and walked home. Several days passed, yet I still hadn't found the right mindset to let go of my deep depression. I still hadn't really processed the purpose of the exercise. My intellectual intention was when I buried the ball of grief, in time it would take root and grow into a new tree to bring joy because its goodness had been released. When I finally took one of the Osage orange balls to the edge of my property adjacent to the woods, I tried to dump all my tears and sorrow into the round fruit. But I knew I still was angry and resentful. Well, at least I wasn't kidding myself. I knew I still couldn't let go of my real feelings. I couldn't think beyond my own pain to focus on what was best for Hal. I trudged back to the house in tears, knowing I was dragging my grief like a ball and chain back with me as I slammed the door shut. It hardly dawned on me I was smothering and stifling Hal's soul by not allowing him to be free of my spiritual immaturity. Now I realize I was choking my best friend with my selfishness. I didn't realize I was not being asked to give up my friend. I was being asked to give up my grief, which was dragging him down. So I'm left with the guilt of clinging to the past until I can willingly rejoice, let go of my possessive grief, and say, "Here, world, I'm happy to share my friend's wonderful goodness." But until then, no little Osage orange tree will sprout on the gentle slope by my woods.